This is Jarrod Horak for the runawayhorse.com. In this video, we're going to preview the Breeders Cup Juvenile for 2016, and it'll be run on Saturday, November 5th at Santa Anita Park. They drew the pre-entries yesterday, so we have all the horses that are pre-entered in the race. And let's just go through each of the pre-entries in alphabetical order, and we'll talk about their chances in the Sick Empire. This one won the Breeders' Futurity at Klimt last time out, and that was a nice effort. He stalked the pace from an outside post, pulled clear of the win by 3 lengths. That tactical speed, it certainly makes him a dangerous contender in a race like the Juvenile. Like at pedigree as well, Pioneer of the Nile, Cat Thief on the bottom, certainly bred for the distance. He proved he could handle that 1.1/16 2-turn distance at Klimt last time out. And like I said, if he draws a good post, probably towards the middle, he can stalk the pace. He should be a solid contender to hit the top 3. A Good Samaritan is the next one for trainer Bill Mott. And this one's 2 for 2 on turf. He won his debut on turf at Saratoga at 1.1/16. Then he went to Woodbine for the Grade 2 Summer Stakes, and he won that one. Both of them from off the pace. Now, how is he going to handle the surface switch? It's not going to be easy. He's facing some quality dirt horses as he switches surfaces, but he looked good in those 2 turf races, and he'll probably try to get involved late. Now, Gormey might be the best local hope for trainer John Sheriffs. He won his sprint debut at Del Mar, and then he came back around 2 turns in the Grade 1 front runner, and he upset Klimt. And in that race, from the inside post, he went right to the front. Now, he was certainly helped when Secret House, a longer shot in there, he ended up throwing his rider at the start, and he bothered Straight Fire for Keith DeSarmo. Now, Straight Fire looked like he was going to be the front runner, but when he was bothered by the loose horse, Gormey from the inside post was able to take over, control the pace, and win by 3 lengths, earning a decent speed figure. Now, he's probably going to face some other speed in here, and we'll have to see if he can rally, maybe stalk the pace and try to pass horses for the first time. But he looked good in that last start. John Sheriff's trainer, good pedigree, Malibu Moon, Bernstein on the bottom. Certainly bred to continue to get better, but it's going to be a different set of circumstances this time. He's going to have to prove himself with a different pace scenario. Now, I just mentioned Klimt for trainer Bob Baffert. He was second in the front runner. He ended up rallying from off the pace. Now, he had won 3 races in a row prior to the front runner. He broke his maiden at Santa Anita. Then he came back and won the Grade 2 Best Pal, the Grade 1 Del Mar Futurity, both at Del Mar. And then in the front runner, didn't get a ton of pace help the way that the race shaped up. He was grinding away. He rallied from 6th place in a 7-horse field to finish second, but he was well clear of Straight Fire, the 3rd place finisher. He was 4.5 clear of that one. So it was more of a grinding, solid effort. If Baffert was just looking to get a good 2-turn race in him and prove that he could pass horses and finish up okay, he mission accomplished there. And if this is the main goal, certainly I think he's going to be stalking the pace, and he's certainly a big threat based on his Del Mar numbers, and even a solid enough effort in the front runner to make him a contender in the Juvenile. Looking at Lee, ended up finishing second in the Breeders' Futurity. He broke from post 12. He was 13 lengths back. He rallied nicely to finish second, a length in front of the show finisher for trainer Steve Asmussen. This one's a looking at Lucky. He's going to sit back, make a late run. I don't know that he's going to get a ton of pace help. It's tough for big late runners to win at Santa Anita, but for exotic purposes, he could hit the board. Not this time for trainer Dale Roman, certainly a top 3 contender. First time out, he disappointed. They were talking, this horse, the buzz was around him in the debut. He was the favorite, didn't really pick his feet up in the debut. Then he went to Ellis Park. Second time out, stretched out in distance, broke his maiden by 10 lengths going wire to wire. It was a slow pace that day. And multiple horses from that race came back and won their next start, including not this time, in the Iroquois at Churchill Downs, where he rallied from off the pace, didn't get a ton of pace help, but he rallied, won that one going away. So this one certainly is highly regarded from Dale Romans. He can handle the 1.1/16 distance. He can handle fast tracks, wet tracks. A lot of positives here. He's a bit versatile. As I said, he went wire to wire with a slower pace race, but I expect for him to be coming from off the pace, and he's going to be a threat from off the pace for sure in the Juvenile. Practical Joke for trainer Chad Brown. Won the Champagne and the Hopeful, both Grade 1s at Saratoga and Belmont, and he also won his sprint debut at Saratoga. So he's 3 for 3. My problem with him, he got a lot of pace help in the Champagne. The pace was very fast. He had a slow start. I think that slow start helped his chances. It really enhanced his chances, and he was able to get up by a nose. Does he want to go this far? I do not know. Like I said, he got everything went his way in the Champagne. Star Empire is the next one. In the Belmont Futurity at 6 furlongs, he rallied to finish second last time. He has 4 lifetime starts with 2 wins, a second and a third for trainer Wesley Ward. He's shown tactical speed in all those sprint races, and now he stretches out, and I think he's probably going to end up stalking the pace. And Empire Maker on the bottom, on the dam side, certainly gives him a chance to handle 2 turns. Cinderguard for trainer Todd Pletcher. I think he ran the best race in the Champagne Stakes. He set a fast pace. He put away his pace rival, and then he ended up finishing a nose behind Practical Joke and 6.5 lengths clear of the show finisher. That was a big effort in the Champagne. I think he ran the best race in the Champagne. It's just a question of, does he really want to go 2 turns? He's a quality sprinter. He won his first 2 lifetime starts nicely prior to the Champagne. He's got a lot of upside, but I just don't know if he wants to go 2 turns or even further, like towards the Kentucky Derby after that. Is the next one for trainer Doug O'Neill. He ran well in all 3 lifetime starts, improved each time, finished 3rd by 5 in his sprint debut, stretched out to a mile second time out. He finished a decent second in that race, and then 1 mile at St. Anita last time he broke his maiden. Now his speed figures are still light. Over the long run, he could end up being a decent sort. Tisnow, Stormcat, nice pedigree for trainer Doug O'Neill. They paid more than $200,000 for this one. And certainly he can run 2 turns. He's a grind. The next one, 2 for 2 lifetime. The buzz was certainly out, and the word was really out on this one in his Saratoga debut, and he looked outstanding winning that one. The runner-up came back to win, and then he had a foot bruise, so they had to give him a little bit of time off. He came back in the Grade 3 Futurity at Belmont at 6 furlongs. He won that one easily, stalking the pace. So this one has a ton of upside. Gemologist Officer on the bottom, though, is more like a sprint type. I think he's more, maybe could be like more like an Uncle Mo type, or even Cinderguard, his stablemate, where maybe he doesn't want to go really far, but he's got a lot of upside. I don't know how he's going to react around 2 turns with only 2 6-furlong races under his belt, but he's one to watch. 3 Rules is the final pre-entrant for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. This one, Gulfstream Park, 5 career starts. He won all 5 of them. He won his last start by 10. He swept the Florida Stallion Series by 10, 5, 7, 5, and 3.5. So he's easily won all of his races. He's set the pace. He's stalked the pace. He's got a lot of ability, obviously. We'll have to see how he handles things away from Gulfstream Park. Handled 2 turns fine last time out. So right now I have to say I give Klimt maybe the little bit of an edge here. He's got tactical speed. I think that front runner was just a prep for this. I think he's going to move forward in his second 2-turn start. Obviously a horse like Classic Empire, shipping could be tough, not this time as well. And on the outside, like I said, 3 Rules, probably more from a pace standpoint and a lot of raw ability. He has a lot of talent. So those are the horses that are going to that are pre-entered in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and my thoughts on the running styles and maybe their futures. And if you're looking for Kentucky Derby 2017 information, go over to the runawayhorse.com, click on our 2017 Kentucky Derby page, my top 11 Kentucky Derby contenders. I update it each week. So that blog will be going all year long on the runawayhorse.com, 2017 Kentucky Derby. Just click on that tab. If you're interested in full cards for the Breeders' Cup, go over to the runawayhorse.com, click on our sales page. I have full card analysis for Friday and Saturday for the Breeders' Cup. I'll have that up early next week once the post positions are drawn. Until our next video, good luck at the races.